Hello, welcome. I'm No02, and we're going to be talking about attachments. Not really going to be talking about like the whole oh, what's the best meta attachments and things like that. For the most part, if you want to deal with the horde, you probably want magazine size. If you want to deal with mutations, stumble ammo is probably the best thing. Reload speed is always nice. Things like that, like a sniper rifle probably wants reload speed stumble. Like that would be the meta, right? But we're not so much here to talk about the meta. I'm here to talk about how you can get the attachments that you want on the gun that you want. Nothing tricky here, no glitches or anything like that, just some common sense that perhaps we haven't realized yet. Because I know they're coming out soon, or they've talked about bringing out a card that's going to let you take attachments off your weapon. Some people are like, that's stupid. You're never gonna run it. You just make decisions with the attachments and you do your best that you can. And some people hate it. I do understand and recognize that the attachment system leaves us with choices. Many, many, many choices. And if you make the wrong choice and 5 minutes later you stumble across the gun that you want, but you've already picked up the attachment on a gun that you don't really care that much about, you sort of go, dang it, no, this is agony, right? So I totally get that the attachment system is a little messy. It's not a very casual thing. It's more of like a hardcore, like, ooh, let's think about this, who gets what, when's the toolkit room, can we leave these attachments here, then come back, right? Like, those are the strategies here, right? That typically you're going to see people do. And they're really just, they add depth, but I don't think the system adds a whole lot of fun. But here I'm just going to show you a very simple technique that you can do that will allow you the opportunity to find your weapon while still being able to carry the attachments that you need. This is very, very simple. Let's say we want a scar with purple stumble and a compensator and a movement speed stock. That's our end goal, right? Our end goal is to get the most powerful scar possible with a stumble, a comp, and a move speed. That's our end goal here. Alright, but let's say we have the M16 for now. We stumble, we go, magazine size, and let's say we find we find this golden magazine. Oh, sweet. We're gonna need that. And then we get this bad boy. Sweet, and we got this decked out M16. And you think to yourself, I'm gonna carry these around until I find my scar. But what happens, we come across our scar and we go, oh crap.
Not cool.
I need to get these attachments off of my M16. Because I can't carry both. Most of the time you can't carry both. And if you're playing in solo queue like I am, you're not going to ask a teammate to carry a gun around for you. Right? Awkward. Anyways. Right, we have this dilemma. We can't take both now. But why can't we take both? It's because the SCAR and the M16 take up the same slot. That's it. So unless you're running the double primary, which I don't like that card, but there's builds that make sense with it anyways. The issue is that we've put the attachments on our primary weapon. The gun that we want to find is also a primary weapon. Right? We can't take both. So let's say if we came across our legendary magazine. Instead of putting it on our M16, what if we just have our little diddly pistol here? This is a pistol we don't really care about. It doesn't make the most sense to put this on our pistol, right? We would be more powerful if we put it on our M16, but let's just put it on our pistol. There we go. We keep the M16, we keep it vanilla, we keep it empty, so that when we do come across the weapon that we want, we go, haha, here's our SCAR, let's take our SCAR. We still have our attachments. Now we have the gun we want, and we have the attachment we want, right? We come across a compensator. Sweet. Put it on the pistol. Does it make the most sense? We're not the most powerful for it, but we have the opportunity now to carry the gun that we want and the attachments that we want. And now it's just a matter of time. The next safe room, the next crate of blah blah blah. The next time you come across any attachments, instead of having to run back and forth and drop your gun on the ground and go get a gun over here and bring it back over and drop the, and do a swap around and hope nobody picks up the attachments or your gun that you left, and we can just carry both. So the point is, if you have a very specific gun and attachment setup that you would like to achieve at some point during your run, put the attachments on the weapon that you don't care about. Put the attachments on your secondary. Now, as we're going along, we can continuously upgrade our attachments, take what we need, we're blah blah blah, we're shooting this, well, we don't, right? We're just taking what we need until eventually we find the scar that we want. Once we have the scar that we want, now we're ready to go. As soon as we find another magazine or another muzzle, right? As soon as we find another muzzle, then we're whatever. We're swapping it for something else, and now we're going to drop it on the ground, and we can now go just like that. Sweet. That's it. Did I blow your mind? Did I blow your mind? When I realized this, I blew my mind. I was like, oh, you know what? I think so commonly we want to just power up our primary. That makes the most sense in the moment. But if we really do find like a purple stumble magazine or a legendary extended mag with bullet stumble on it, put it on your secondary so that when you do find your green, your purple, your blue primary that you're looking for, you can pick it up and then you can carry both together. That's it. So simple. Now you don't have to leave one or the other behind, because if you have the attachments that you want on a gun that you don't want, when you come across the weapon that you do want, you're sort of in a pickle. You sort of need to solve the problem on that mission, or you have to leave one of them behind, right? But if we have one on the secondary, and then we can pick up our primary whenever we find it, we're good to go. Have I said it enough? You got it. I believe in you guys. Hopefully this will help you guys to be able to get your weapon set up more consistently over time. And, this might take some time. You have to carry around this pistol that is maybe looking stupid because it's got purple stumble on it, and it's like, well, kind of useless on a pistol. Things like that, right? You're not going to shoot the Reeker with your pistol. The Vanilla Scar probably does better stumble anyways, right? Even Vanilla. But that's the point. So, let me guys know what you think. Let me know if this helps you or not. And let me know if you got any more questions or other issues or problems with the game that I can help you out with. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the future.